Hello! So today I'm going to debut a new series called Astro History, where we talk about a figure from the history of astronomy that I personally find interesting. So we're going to kick it off with Aristarchus of Samos. So Aristarchus was a Greek astronomer. Among other things, everybody had multiple jobs back then. They were a barber and a surgeon, they were a reverend and a statistician, whatever. But he was a Greek astronomer who lived between 310 and 230 BCE. So way back in the way back. And his claim to fame is that he actually proposed a heliocentric model. So a model placing the sun in the center and Earth going around it, as opposed to the inverse, the geocentric model, which was the common thinking and would continue to be the common thinking for over 1500 years afterwards, until Polish astronomer Nicolaus Copernicus brought heliocentrism kind of back to the fore, put it in the mainstream, and eventually there was uptake. And now we know it to be the truth. What's so fascinating to me about this? A number of things. One, imagine being over 1500 years ahead of your time. This must be how Christina Aguilera felt when she put out Bionic.
Maybe it was too ahead of its time for certain people, but...
Clearly. But another fascinating thing is that Nicolaus Copernicus did actually credit Aristarchus initially in his work, but crossed it out, and the credit didn't make it to the final version. So I'm just like, was that an editorial, like whittling it down kind of thing? Did you only want to credit Christian sources because that was kind of the vibe at the time? Were you beefing with a dead guy? Did you want to look more original? Like, I would love to know. So maybe I need to get a Ouija board. The other thing I'll leave you with is that even at the time, they were already thinking through the implications. Archimedes was saying, okay, if your thing about Earth kind of whizzing about is true, then in order for the stars to look fixed in the night sky as they do, they would need to be way far away. The universe would need to be so much bigger than we think it is. And, speculatively, I could only imagine he was positing that as like a here's why your thing wouldn't work. Because what I said in my long diatribe about how we don't rush toward these big paradigm shifts, and we take a lot of time and effort to overturn like norms and consensus. And I think it's a net good, because it means that we don't rush into things and we don't move on until we feel confident. But the problem is, sometimes it takes 1700 years to feel confident. And in this case, dude was spot on. Once again, I'm Keyshawn, and thanks for making some space in your day.